Hi, I'm Marc von Grundherr, Director at Benham Reeves, here today at Clarendon to give you a market update. Clarendon is a really exciting new development by leading Tier 1 developer St William, part of the Berkeley Group, where they're building 1,700 new homes and effectively regenerating the whole area. The location is great for a few reasons. It's right next to stunning Alexandra Park and Alexandra Palace. It's got brilliant transport links with 4 Zone 3 stations all in under a 10-minute walk, giving quick access throughout London. And finally, it's surrounded by a very mature local residential housing market with excellent local schools, but a real lack of quality new build developments. Then there's Clarendon itself with its high-end specifications. All homes come with outside space and some with views over Alexandra Park. Then there's the 5-star on-site facilities including 24-hour concierge, an indoor swimming pool, a gym and a spa, a private residence members lounge, plus all the landscape courtyards and gardens. And lots of new commercial space too for cafes, bars, restaurants and shops to create a whole new community. All of this translates into an incredible opportunity to make money for investors buying into the vision. And of course, as with all of London, there's an acute shortage of homes. And CBRE expect investors in the first phase at Clarendon, Hornsey Park Place, to see price growth of 15.9% by 2022, which is well above the London average. In fact, property prices in the local borough of Haringey have increased by 17% over the last 5 years and a whopping 78% over the last 10 years. Rental demand is already very strong in the area from professionals, students and families, but with all the extra benefits that Clarendon brings, such as the residence facilities, the interior finishes and the very high new build quality, we know from experience demand will be particularly high at Clarendon. Accordingly, we're projecting Manhattans to achieve anywhere up to £350 a week, 1 beds up to 400 per week, 2 beds up to 500 per week, and 3 beds as much as 700 a week. Of course, the rent will depend on the size of the home and the outlook, but we'd expect an investor to receive a yield of anywhere from 4 to 5%, which is pretty impressive for Zone 3. And now for a quick update on the London property market. Well, things change daily, and fortunately, the massive property market crash people were talking about has not happened, and in fact, quite the opposite, with a recent surge in activity in both the sales and the lettings market. On the sales side, Rightmove just reported record levels of buyer activity and the highest number of monthly sales agreed in 10 years. And the number of mortgages approved in September was the highest since September 2007. Whilst activity in the lettings market has been robust, a significant drop in overseas student numbers and the restriction on travel, which crippled Airbnb and short-term rentals, has led to an additional supply of available homes to rent, which has broadly seen rents soften by 7 to 12% across London. However, rents in North London have been surprisingly resilient, primarily as fewer properties are short-let here, and as such, we've seen less reductions. It's important to note today, 1/3 of London households live in private rented accommodation, but in 5 years' time, PwC predicts 60% of Londoners will be renting. Today, we receive an average of 17 inquiries for every available property. Benham Reeves offer a complete one-stop service, from handover and snagging, to arranging furnishings, to lettings, to rent collection, to management, and even completing tax returns. With a local branch in Highgate, supported by our network of 17 branches across London and 8 overseas, plus our dedicated Japan and China desks, we offer a professional yet highly personal service to ensure the process is smooth and seamless. And with 65% of properties managed by us, we're able to ensure maintenance issues are dealt with very quickly And even where we don't manage, we act as an intermediary between landlords and tenants to ensure the tenancy runs smoothly. Firstly, furnish your home as quickly as possible after completion, and there'll be lots of choice, so tenants need to see what they'll be living with. Secondly, make your home stand out by furnishing it to a show home standard so it sticks in prospective tenants' minds. Finally, only work with a professional agent who will do everything possible to get you the highest rent in the quickest time to the best tenant. If you want further information on the market, an exact rent on your home, or a market valuation of the current value, or want to talk about the type of tenant we can find for you, please get in touch.